have more breaking news coming out of North Nashville tonight, where investigators are uncovering clues to an armed robbery and shooting that left one man dead. 50-year-old Darrell Wright was killed tonight while visiting a friend at a market on the corner of 15th Avenue North and Cecilia Avenue. That's where News Channel 5's Jason Lamb is tonight. Jason, what's the very latest?
Well, Shannon, investigators are still on scene at the Church and Son Market here. That's where they say this shooting took place. There are still a lot of questions left to be answered, including who these suspects are. But one thing is clear, this shooting death shook up neighbors here tonight.
He got it blocked off, tape and everything.
Peacefulness is fragile.
It's crimson.
And around 6 o'clock Sunday night, it shattered. Metro Police say a robbery at this neighborhood market in North Nashville led to a shooting, leaving a friend of the owner dead.
It's sad. That's all I can say. It's sad.
It don't make no sense to have a man working a store or somebody working with him in a store and get killed on a Sunday.
The news broke family members.
She's angry. She's angry. See, she's angry. And why not be angry?
All police say they know is the two men in their 20s that they say did this ran away.
This is a good place to be at, and you hurt a good person. You hurt a good person. That's it. You hurt a good person. I'm sorry. You hurt a good person.
The people left behind now must do their best as they try to put their neighborhood back together, piece by piece.
The madness, it's got to stop.
Again, the person who died in this shooting is 50-year-old Darrell Wright. As of right now, we do not have any detailed description of the suspects in this case, though we know they ran toward 14th Avenue, one carrying a gun, the other with a knife. We're live in North Nashville tonight. Jason Lamb, News Channel 5 HD. Every Sunday, folks attending the Bell Road Church of the Nazarene come away with a life lesson.
They had service this morning.
And this Sunday,
and we got a call.
We are getting several calls on it.
Was no different.
Structure fire, Bravo 6.
We just saw all the smoke.
Flames are visible.
We see that it's a church in the community that's on fire.
Truck 21 copy.
And we know the minister very well.
That's unreal. We were just in there.
But this is a slightly tougher lesson for Pastor Brian Russell to teach.
We're not going to be bitter. We're not going to blame God. It's just something that happened.
I mean, I'm seeing parts of it just fall to the ground.
They're tearing it down now. They're knocking the walls down.
This fire is still raging up underneath.
As destructive as the fire was,
the back area is completely gone. The front where the steeple is completely gone.
Look over there.
It saved a symbol.
Look.
For some reason, it didn't hurt the cross, and so they salvaged it and brought it over here. The fact that the cross survived is a sign that, you know, God is going to help us continue on.
Continuing on without their building, but with their sense of humor.
And she said, the church is on fire. She said, yeah, we had a real good church service this morning. She said, you should have been there. She said, no, it's burning down.
Despite loss, Pastor Russell says a church can always move forward in high spirits.
The cross is what it's all about. That's our symbol. If it wasn't for the cross of Christ, we would not be here. We wouldn't have a church.
From your news and information leader, this is News Channel 5 at 10.
Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Shannon Royster. Cleanup continues 24 hours after a severe storm slammed into Middle Tennessee, taking down trees and knocking out power to thousands. Tonight, News Channel 5's Jason Lamb takes us to Jolton, where earlier today, some neighbors were still without power.
Neither a season ticket nor a funny foam finger in sight. And yet Jolton's Paulette Millard just might be.
Oh, my Titans license plate.
The Titans' biggest fan.
It helps me find my car when I'm parking at a shopping lot.
So dedicated she is, she and her Santa hat wouldn't even let a 15-hour power outage
Jolton does not have any power.
get in the way of her Titans Sunday.
I don't know what it's called, but you plug it into your cigarette lighter, and then you turn it on, get your antenna out, and voila.
This match right here is a linebacker.
I was watching the Titans game, just sitting here just like this.
This is a wide split, just a sprint to the goal line.
Baxter Road was one of the few areas still without power Sunday afternoon, as electrical crews worked to repair the damage from Saturday night storms.
It broke 2 poles, and we had to replace the 2 poles and reconduct our wire across the interstate.
It left Paulette without her usual creature comforts for the evening, forcing her to read by Kindle light.
A Kindle I can read. I read it last night to go to sleep by.
Power was restored late Sunday night, but rest assured, the next time a storm forces Paulette off the grid, she'll still have her eye on the gridiron.
My daughter told me earlier, she said, "You're what they call a hardcore fan."
This match right here is a linebacker sharp.
The end of a gorgeous day in Williamson County can look so beautiful, so peaceful. But sometimes looks can be deceiving.
It happened down here.
Because the beauty here today masks a crime.
Why do this?
Something Barbara McIlvaine calls so heinous, so gruesome.
His feet were all dug into the ground where he had struggled.
For more than 20 years, Barbara's horse Faldorito had a friend, another horse named Bomber, who roamed this field until sometime Friday night.
I can't believe he's gone.
Barbara says she discovered Bomber dead Saturday morning, his body mutilated.
His ear was sheared off with what looked like a pair of scissors, serrated scissors.
She says other parts of his body had also been completely cut off and taken.
You could see the look on his face. I mean, it's, you know, like you knew from the position and the expression that he died in a lot of pain. That's him.
This is one of the last images of Bomber's security cameras on Barbara's property captured. But strangely, she says there are no images from Friday night.
The 2 cameras that were in the position to show something didn't have any pictures.
Leaving her to believe the attack was planned.
Whoever did it knows where we put every camera.
The Williamson County Sheriff's Office is looking into the horse's death, interviewing those who live nearby, as they hope to find out who took away a little beauty from Fairview.
I can defend myself, but I can't defend my animals.
The most dangerous part of the storm is moving past Williamson County. That's where we find News Channel 5's Jason Lamb. Jason, you're already seeing a lot of damage, right?
Yeah, that's right, Shannon. Let me show you just what some people are dealing with here in Williamson County. This is just one instance. We are along Dice-Lampley Road. That is in northwest Fairview in Williamson County. Take a look at what we ran into while we were trying to check out some of the storm damage in Fairview. We ran across this tree that had fallen across the entire road. Just 5 minutes ago, this tree was across the entire road. No cars able to get one way or another, and a crew with a police officer and some other folks with chainsaws were able to come out here and remove that chunk of the tree. So now traffic can get along here on Dice-Lampley Road, but it is very slow going. As you can see, there's a lot of debris on that road as police continue to make their way through, checking for a lot of the damage. This is just one of the instances of these downed trees all over Williamson County. Another issue they're dealing with in Williamson County right now is the lack of power. We saw that as soon as we turned off of the interstate and the highway to get down here. It was completely blacked out. Businesses, traffic lights, you really couldn't see anything because that power is out. We're told that about 6,000 people in Williamson County are without power. So lots of trees down in the area and power is out along here, especially this road. So for folks in Williamson County, that is what you need to look out for, but it is really the same story in a lot of different counties across Middle Tennessee. For now, we are live in Williamson County. Jason Lamb, News Channel 5 HD.